There are rich people and then there are wealthy people. This is where billionaires play a role. Most billionaires, though, will not settle for just any old home on the street. Welcome to Planet Lux, and in this video we'll take a look at some of the best billionaire houses in the world. Number 6. Elon Musk's historic $32 million San Francisco mansion. You don't need to invest in real estate when you are the CEO of Tesla and the founder of multiple other billion-dollar firms. At least that's what Elon Musk implied when he tweeted in mid-2020 that he shall own no house. He's kept his end of the bargain. According to the Robb Report, the $237 billion tycoon sold his final property in late 2021. He sold his San Francisco estate for $32 million despite having paid $23 million for it only 5 years before. The property, however, took some time to sell because it had been listed and relisted for several years, but the 2021 seller's market favored Musk. The 16,000 square foot mansion was built more than a century ago and includes both old-world details such as a ballroom, gold living room molding, and black and white checkerboard floors, as well as recent upgrades and top-of-the-line equipment and finishes. There is no sterile white box here, just a 7-bedroom estate with loads of quirky, delightful features. A hidden bar area is hidden behind a secret door constructed of bookcases, and there are rooms dedicated to resting with a glass of wine or whiskey, as well as another for flower arrangement. Musk's personal suite had a cozy fireplace for those chilly San Francisco nights, as well as not one but 2 bathrooms, one of which featured an unusual clawfoot tub. Number 5. Warren Buffett's beloved Nebraska home that's worth 0.1% of his net worth. You might be able to afford Warren Buffett's comfortable home in Omaha, Nebraska, believe it or not. The world's 6th richest person has lived in the same house for more than 60 years, which he purchased for around $250,000 today. According to Velvet Ropes, if Buffett sold his house in the same town where he was born, it would be worth around $650,000. With its 5 bedrooms, chocolate facade, and green lawn, the 6,500 square foot home seems like any other house on any block. The only telltale sign that it's Buffett's? Buffett's famed black Cadillac, which is always parked in the driveway while he isn't at work. Inside, Buffett, who is worth $117 billion, has lavishly adorned his cherished home with marble features, oriental rugs, ancient furniture, and colorful couches surrounded by seemingly infinite shelves of books. Despite the fact that Buffett has no plans to leave his primary property, he does own other properties that are more in accordance with his fortune. In 2018, he sold a vacation home in wealthy hotspot Laguna Beach for little under $8 million. But again, this was a steal. Buffett paid only $150,000 for the home and then renovated it to its current value. Number 4. Tyler Perry's VersaceInspired Atlanta, Georgia home. Not just CEOs and investors are worth billions of dollars. Tyler Perry, a director, actor, and producer, recently became a billionaire with a $1 billion net worth. And his massive Atlanta, Georgia estate clearly reflected this. According to Homes and Gardens, he sold a property which was constructed to appear like Versailles for $15 million in early 2021. It was the highest amount ever paid for an Atlanta home. But it all came down to Perry. He paid $9 million for the 7-bedroom mansion 15 years ago, but he spent a lot of time and money renovating it to its current state. The home sits on 17 acres and surrounds a crystal blue infinity pool surrounded by towering trees, manicured vegetation, and numerous fountains. There is a tennis court and a helipad on the property's exterior, a ballroom for exclusive gatherings, an indoor pool, a spa, a private screening room, and a fitness facility are among the celebrity-worthy features on the inside. The decor is equally opulent, a stark contrast to Perry's usual down-to-earth demeanor. The decor features marble floors, a plethora of shimmering chandeliers, and floor-to-ceiling windows to take in the surrounding woodland vistas. There is also a library with a secret space for drinking wine, encircled by leather walls and flanked by a brick fireplace, as a tribute to the classic element. By the way, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic, number 3, Mark Zuckerberg Lowkey Palo Alto home. Times have obviously changed since when Mark Zuckerberg was a freshman at Harvard. He spent $7 million buying a 5,600 square foot Palo Alto home about 10 minutes away from Facebook's Menlo Park offices a little more than a decade ago, just a few years after the company's rapid development. According to Architectural Digest, despite the white facade home's lack of big frills, there are some intriguing elements buried behind this family home, where he lives with his family and 2 daughters. These include a gadget that ejects Facebook t-shirts and a robot personal assistant that speaks in Morgan Freeman's voice. The house lies on around a half-acre site, and visitors are greeted inside by brick pillars and a plethora of potted blooms. According to the City of Palo Alto Historic Resources Board, it is also the city's oldest residence and was built in the colonial revival style. Outside, in addition to the saltwater pool, there is plenty of space for visitors, as well as a fireplace and a barbecue pit. Inside, there are some opulent touches. After all, Zuckerberg is worth about $75 billion, such as heated floors and a marble bathtub, ideal for unwinding after a hard day at Facebook headquarters. But aside from that, it's a rather standard pad, with wood flooring, beige furniture, large windows, and other normal family home elements. Number 2. Bill Gates' high-tech Lake Washington estate. There has been no official word on what will happen to Bill and Melinda Gates' massive 66,000 square foot mansion on the banks of Lake Washington, right across the corner from Jeff Bezos, since their divorce in mid-2021. But one thing we do know is that we can understand why this mega mansion with many personal Gates touches is known as Xanadu 2.0. The New York Times reports that the property has a 20-car garage, a 150-person ballroom, a 60-foot-long pool, and a personal workout facility with boulders from lofty Pacific Northwest mountains, to mention a few features. The high-tech mansion is situated across 5 acres of land and has an unsurprising number of video walls given its owner. According to CNN, the house appears to be designed for entertaining, and it has 7 bedrooms but 24 bathrooms. It does, however, have some rustic elements. Its facade is entirely composed of an eye-catching orange-hued wood, providing a striking cabin vibe in classic Lake Washington style. Melinda Gates, on the other hand, has never seemed to be a fan. Bill was already in the trenches of building the house when Bill and Melinda married, so Melinda was half stuck with it. Number 1. Jeff Bezos' $165 million historic Beverly Hills estate. When you are the world's richest person, money isn't an issue. And that appears to be what Jeff Bezos was thinking when he paid a pittance for historic $165 million house in celebrity hotspot Beverly Hills. Does it seem like a lot? That's exactly what it is. According to Fast Company, it is the highest property price ever sold in California. The Warner estate, named after former owner and actor Jack Warner, is the Spanish colonial revival Bezos purchased just weeks before the start of the epidemic in the United States. The Warner estate spans 9 acres, which is a lot anywhere, but especially in space-constrained Beverly Hills. A pool, tennis courts, a golf course, lush gardens, a 300-foot-long road leading to the main 13,000 square foot house, a residence for visitors, and various fountains can be found around the property. All of this, however, was insufficient for Bezos. Insiders said that he bought the $10 million house next door about a year later, implying that he wanted to expand his Beverly Hills compound. Nobody knows what Bezos intends to do with the 2 properties, and finding out won't be simple. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Which of these billionaire houses would you like to live in? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.